Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Jessica's channel. Today I'm going to talk about gratitude. Since we're coming upon Thanksgiving, it's so important to really be in the energy of gratitude and just receiving what you have in your life right now. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I talk about all things God, all things spirituality, and all things light. So let's get right into it. So, gratitude is such an important practice and it's a ritual. In order for you to be renewed in your mind and to fully be in a resonance of love, it's important to be in gratitude. When we're in gratitude, we're able to receive from God, from the people around us, from our work environment, from our life, from our friends. And even if what they are giving is not always the most loving, if we set the intention to receive with unconditional love and with love in general, then you will always receive the very best. You will always see the goodness in it. You'll always see the truth in it. And that's really, really important because then you start to realize how you are so powerful and how you are co-creating your life, and you don't need to be really a victim to the world around you because you're very stable internally and you know that whatever people try to project onto you, you don't need to accept it. You can choose and be very selective and set your boundaries about what you receive from others. And it takes practice, of course, because it's like a muscle that we learn where we set boundaries and you learn what is your energy and what is not your energy. And you're able to really set those clear boundaries and build that muscle when you connect to gratitude because you're able to detach from whatever people are projecting onto you. If they're, for example, if someone's really angry and they are trying to project that onto you and have you be angry, you can set that boundary and realize that you didn't come into that conversation angry and that you don't get to be swayed by others. It's about being very stern within yourself and having a strong foundation and knowing who you are. With gratitude, it is a ritual, it is a practice, just like we need our mind to be renewed every single day because we are of the flesh and we have a body. We need our spirits to also be renewed and fulfilled through God, through love, through truth. And I recommend that you have a gratitude practice, that you write down at least 50 things that you're grateful for, and not only just write them down but really feel them in your heart, really connect to why you are grateful to them. I always ask my boyfriend what he's thankful for every single, just about every single day, and it's just so important to be able to connect to that and to be able to cultivate that with the people around you and within yourself. And you just see how your whole day changes when you're in the energy of gratitude, of just seeing what you have and realizing that what you have is enough and that what God gives you is not always what you want, but it's definitely what you need. And in this in this essence of being grateful and being in such gratitude, you're able to see just how much you can give of yourself. God is always pouring down upon us. God is always giving us. God is always shining his light onto us. And it's us that block that light and that block that love. And we block that love from others as well in our life when we are crabby, when we are not in a good mood. We're the only ones that block that love. We're the only ones that put up walls on our heart that block the love from others and from God. And when you're able to connect to gratitude, you're able to break those walls down and see how beautiful your life truly is. We know that our life is lived through our thoughts. Our thoughts create our reality, and we're able to see the beauty in our life and we're able to think more loving thoughts about ourselves, about the people around us, our whole world changes, our perspective changes. Our life is what we focus on. Whatever you focus on gets amplified and becomes your reality. And in this essence of gratitude and in this energy of gratitude, you're able to see just what you can give as well, because it's life is about a give and take. You get what you put in, and when you're able to see just all the things that you are being given, and sometimes, like I said, the things that you're being given are can be harsh and can be not always the most loving, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a beautiful seed of wisdom in that you can take from it. That is for every aspect. If you are going through a dark time, if you're going through a muddy season, which I like, what I like to call, and that's you being planted. It's you being in a season of growing stronger and of you using those emotions, crying it out, and creating that mud where you're able to break free and shine your light. And as God always says in the Bible, as scripture says, this is you being a new creation. This is God really testing you and putting you through the fire to really transform you and to make you more like him and to make you more into a loving being. And that path is always going to lead you to being the best version of yourself. We know that change can be difficult, it can be uncomfortable, it can be hard because we are creatures of habit. We love to stay in our comfort zone, but we know that the only way that we grow is to get out of that comfort zone and to really embrace the uncertainty and to embrace God. And when we know and we trust and when we break free from that comfort, then we are able to grow and we're able to really reach our full potential, which is what we came here to do, is to be the best versions of ourselves. And that means being better every day, even if it's just 1%. And it's so important to be so grateful for yourself when you do these things and to reward yourself and to be in celebration of you constantly being your better self. And this means really examining your actions and knowing that it's about repetition and not perfection. It's about trying your best and knowing that you're going to get it wrong sometimes and still being really thankful for yourself that you showed up, and know that it's not going to be perfect every single day and that you're not asking for perfection from yourself, because you know that part of learning, part of the growing process, part of creating heaven on earth, part of creating the best version of yourself means that you're going to fail. And it's about how you treat yourself when you fail, how you talk to yourself when you fall down, and it's just about getting right back up, because that's the whole point of life. You're always going to learn and you're going to grow, and you might take one step backwards, but you can take 3 steps forward. When you're gentle with yourself, when you're compassionate with yourself, and when you really look in the mirror and ask yourself and be really honest with yourself and see who is it that you're being today? Who is it that you're connected to? Are the actions that you are taking leading you to the best version of yourself? Are you being honest with yourself? Are you being your most authentic self so people truly see you for you and get to love you for you? Because if you're not being your authentic self, people aren't going to love you for you and you're not going to connect to the right people. So being in gratitude of who you are, shining your light, and knowing that you have the courage and the strength to be yourself. And again, to recap, gratitude is a ritual and it's a practice. And I recommend doing this right when you wake up, because it puts you in a state of joy, of counting all of your blessings, of seeing the abundance around you, and how God always blesses you, and accepting where you're at, accepting, and if there's something that you want to change, making that small step every single day to change that and to make yourself better each day. So I hope that you're able to connect to gratitude this week and for the rest of your life, and really start incorporating that ritual of gratitude, because it changes your brain chemistry, it changes the way you think, feel, and it really opens your heart to receive more love, to trust yourself more, to trust those around you more, and to trust God more in the path that He's leading you. I hope that was helpful. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and that you have a beautiful Thanksgiving. I will see you next time. Bye.